What is up, guys? Today we will be journaling. We will be doing Wednesday, the 11th of February 2026. Today we took a loss. It was not a bad one. I don't think it was a bad one. So, basically, we go in today with this daily FRT, as we see. This candle. We took out a swing high and a FRT high on this candle right here. So this was our range, and price did this. At 8 o'clock, I had created this range here. I'll explain to you why I was wrong. And created a 45-second FRT on the 1 minute. It is not an FRT on any chart. It was on the 45-second. So this was what I was looking at. So when this formed right here, I had a limit order for right here, like that, and as you see, it played out. But, big but, in the moment, price looked like it was in a 3-hour. Like, this gap wasn't filled, like from here to like here. It was open. So I was looking at SMTs of lows with this right here instead of this 1 hour low. So what ended up happening, in my mind at least, was we see price create the order block by coming down here and going below the swing low. Do this, tap right into it, boom, and go lower. So when I saw this reversal right here, this reversal here, I saw an SMT of lows with that 3-hour candle. I believe it's here. Yeah. On RTY. So on this candle right here, 950, price had took out that range low I was talking about, and so yeah, after this had this reaction, I took away my limit order from here, and I ended up going long like around here somewhere. It must have been here, I think, and I got stopped like immediately. I got tagged in on this candle, I think. It was something like this where price had made it, and I got tagged in because I thought price was going to support this, but no, that was not the case. As you see, we had a very strong displacement lower, and I got stopped. And anyways, if you had entered at the SMT with the actual 1 hour, which would have been here at 954, as you see here, price had already disrespected all these lows right here, boom, these two lows here. So you could have kind of anticipated that it was going to go lower before it went higher. And as you see, that's what happened. Boom. Insane distribution to the other side. Boom. Now we rebounced that range, and we also rebounced the daily range as well on Dow Jones, I believe. Yep, look at that. So that same low right here got rebounced on Dow Jones right here. Boom. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this low will be protected. I think we'll come for it tomorrow. We'll see if we get down here. I'm not too sure, but I could be wrong. Let's see how Asia treats us, because if Asia just goes above here, boom, then I'm not too sure what will happen. But this low looks like a target, and it may react. We may react off of this 1 minute right here, or that 45-second FRT. Yeah, if price decides to come back into there, that might be a nice short position down to at least the order block here. But yeah, so this was today, and the loss I took. Had I left my limit order there, that would have been very nice. This was definitely the trade of the day that should have been taken. And wow, 375 points, bro. That is disgusting. Yeah. So this was definitely the trade, and how can we avoid making the same mistake? Honestly, it's hard to tell. Honestly, I think once opportunity shows itself, like if you have an idea in one direction and it doesn't happen, you should maybe get off for the day just to avoid any unnecessary risk. I'll see how I treat that in my trading. I guess especially in a bit of a consolidation like this, where it does not have very strong reversal, I may treat it differently. But I think I played it pretty well with the information I had in the moment, where that gap was still open for the 3 hour, and I saw that S&T, and I thought price would go higher. You know what? I think it's okay. Today's loss was not one to be angry about, but just to learn to be a bit more cautious. Because neither candle has closed, so maybe I should have waited until 10 to be very confirmed. But, you know, that's what we learn. So yeah, in some situations, you gotta be careful. But that entry would have been very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. So now I'll explain to you my reasoning of why I think price will come down here. So that forces us to look at another day where it's a very similar situation. Not the exact same, but similar. This day right here. So as we see here, we're in a daily FRT. Swing high gets taken out, and FRT high gets taken out. So we go to 1 hour. Look at that. So what we see here is a hold up. Oh, what did I do? Yeah, so swing high taken out right there, boom. Price rebalance that, but for the 6 hour, as we see here, price rebalanced it, took out that swing low, and what we see here, if we go to the 1 hour, on YM, the range got rebalanced on this candle right here. So you see here, price does that, rebalances this candle, but comes back in, and decides that it wants to come back lower one more time, and look what follows. It doesn't go to the other side, but it stays supported and leaves. Oh, goes around a little bit, but it ends up leaving, as you see. So that's kind of how I'm thinking price is going to go down tomorrow. I could be wrong. Price could may just from here go, and fly up. But until then, we don't know. We do not know. Also, this is a bit different because here the 8 hour doesn't ever touch a swing, if that makes sense. And here, that 1 hour does, and you see right there. So in theory, this is kind of an OB, and price, because it's an OB, may want to distribute to the other side of the range. So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow. I'm a little bearish, a little bit, depending as well, like if I wake up tomorrow and price is like kind of like down here, I'll definitely try and get a move to below here, and then probably TP2 below here. That just seems to make sense. So that's what I'd probably take. And even if price is like in a crazy discount, I mean a premium, I'll probably try and take a little something lower. I do want to review a little more though, because this is a very peculiar situation. I've recently introduced that kind of like swing type of theory thingy, and it seems to be playing out pretty well, but you gotta test things before you like make kind of, I guess, decisions based off of it. So let's look at this day. We already know it's an FRT. So let's go to the 12 hour, the 6 hour, wasn't it? As we see here, interestingly enough, price never retraded back to that. Why? I honestly am not 100% sure. We go to the 90-minute. Boom, price. Did use it. Dude, what? Oh, I didn't even press replay. That's fine. This is pretty much all I need. So yes, we played in this range right here. Oh, that's interesting. And then when that 90-minute delivered to the other side, it retraded back to the OB. So honestly, back to our situation today. Where are we? Hello? Let me clear that. Back at our situation today, I do think that maybe we don't come up all the way up here. Let me check an S&T. I don't think the other charts did. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I think we might use this 1 hour as an OP. And if we don't, then we're probably rushing for that. So time will tell. Time will let us know. It'll give us what we need. And until then, we just gotta wait. So if you're hearing someone in the background, yeah, that's my family. So don't worry about that. But yeah, I think that's it for today. We went over today and we looked at previous examples. So I'm just turning off my mic. Goodbye, guys. God bless you.